wanna be famous, they act like they made us, you know I'm icy in Vegas, this for the that haters, I make a lot of new money, when the not savers, you be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the res, on the res, watch out for that, I'm never sweet.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Carr. They'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bryant's extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Carr. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. On first down, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally. Again, it's Carr. And he's going to go down. sacked back at the 13-yard line.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr eluding the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. Ben Banagoo brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, it's Carr. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The coverage that time excellent by Nevin Lawson. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Shift! Watch the shift! Switch. Buffalo 1. Buffalo 1.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Logan Ryan on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Raiders 3.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's not going to get me.
They run with Hines. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Block 15! You can't block me. You can't block me. 12. X3. 218. Chop.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Rivers looking a little nimble there as he picks up a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he's got his man Hilton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Hilton's first catch, good for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, it's Hines, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you.
Now it's Hines. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rivers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Pascal. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. It's Williams on the catch. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Carr again. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. To throw, it's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. He wants it all for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Temple, Rock Ya-Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Pick up the ball. Deuce. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. I got it. Check.
Now Rivers. A good throw here, finding Pascal. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Mike's 56. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Alpha. 56. 56 right there. 56. Hey, I'm coming after you. 56 the Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, pick your game up.
Rivers on first down. Forced out to his left. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line.
Ready! Block 15! He's time to win. Hey, go orange. Orange. Hey, seam 6. 58, Mike. Watch the run. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Red Delta!
Throwing on second down. Rivers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. This is Hines. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
Block the team. Keep it giddy. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
On third down, Rivers. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. Now he'll let it go deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it's up. This is good, and it makes it a 16-10 game now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They run again with Hines. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Hey, Echo.
58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Watch twist.
58 is the mic.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, me and you on deck.
To throw on 3rd down. Rivers looking deep for Hilton. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Carr gives to Richard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Carr going to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Taken in at the 22. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Ready, 380.
Be a long day for you.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines, he's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Hines. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 6.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike, 58, right there. Pick it up, pick it up.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Following the interception here, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Protein spill.
Catch made here by Campbell. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On 1st down, Hines. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines, and this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Round 80.
Right there. Go. Go.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. Now Carr. Flushed out right. He's got a man. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. To throw his Carr. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays. Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Malik Hooker. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory. And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending. Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. It's up and it's good as they tack on one more to what's going to be a very satisfying victory. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total. Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out. So for Indianapolis, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.